Even from a young age, Kim Jung showed an interest in art, but he was never too serious until while still in kindergarten one fateful day when he saw the illustration from Akira Toriyama's Dr. Slump that got him head over heels. He was so inspired by it that he tried to draw exactly that he saw. He just thought like how amazing it would be to actually be able to draw his favorite character. And he was so ready. He took the pen and paper and started drawing. And then what happened? It didn't happen as expected. In which matter? It ended up looking horribly. And he was so disappointed. Because he was nowhere near the level needed. And if you don't know who he is, you probably think that he gave up. But no, that's not who Kim Jung is, bro. That thing of lacking the knowledge, doing something that you're horrible at, and just knowing where you're trying to get, which was actually for him pretty simple. He was just trying to get his favorite character to look somewhat good, and that is actually what sparked the motivation for him to keep drawing. And so from that point on, he slowly developed the habit of constantly drawing until it turned into obsession. In school, his teachers often scolded him for not paying attention, as he was too busy doodling his notes. And because he had very little, if any, friends, instead of spending time hanging around people and speaking about life and stuff, he would just go outside, lay down the tree, and draw the people around him. Everybody thought that he was so weird until they would accidentally look into his sketchbook and then be amazed by his drawings. With that strict focus and dedication to drawing, it came time for university. Kim dreamed how amazing it would be if they actually accepted him. But he wasn't that sure of himself. When it came time for university, he doubted himself. He thought like, what's the fucking point? Like, still after all those years, I'm still nothing good. But luckily, there was still one brain cell that made him think, come on now, at least try. Which made him submit to the college that he deeply desires. He waited day in and day out, and day in and day out. He waited so long that he kind of moved on from it. He was somewhat disappointed, but still, that didn't discourage him from drawing. I mean, that's why one day he spent the whole day outside drawing, doing the only thing that he loves. And still, he was so exhausted after the whole day, even though it's the thing that he loves the most. He felt so overwhelmed that he almost fully stopped drawing. He came home, ready to just lay down and then sleep out for the next like 3 days straight. He entered the house, about to lay down. Instead, he accidentally noticed something unusual on his bed. It was a fucking real life mail. He opened it and just saw the name, Loneliest University. And it said, with the big letters, approved. It took him a fucking second to digest the information, but even after he did, for a long time he still couldn't comprehend that his dream became a reality. But the more time passed, the more he got used to it. The uni, like all the unis, was hard, and for him, it was satisfactory as well, because he was actually being guided in a direction that he was dreaming of. It went on like that for a few years, until he finished the university. He was so happy that he finally soon gonna be a real professional that he desired for such a long time. But remember how out of nowhere he got the message that he was accepted at the uni. In the same exact way, he was notified about military. He was like, wait, what? So now I gotta go to the university? But what about the thing that I spent my whole life learning? I mean, I was just about to make money off it. He was really disappointed that his professional career had to wait for a while, and he didn't really know how the military thing works. He was like, so will I at least be able to draw there? Like, there is no way I'm getting this to waste. He wasn't able to adapt to the military discipline really quick. It took him a while till he got a hold of it. And after a while, all those struggles and disciplines that people still face wasn't that hard for him, because still the only thing that he fucking cared about is getting the hold of the pen and paper. That's the only thing. But still, he didn't have as much freedom. The things that he could have been inspired by in military was limited, but there was still something so unusual from his normal life, which was so many guns and vehicles. That kind of exposure developed an incredible sense of detail and such level of visual library, which turned out to be the biggest turning point for developing his unique style. After finishing the military, he finally started getting the recognition that he so deeply desired. Exactly because he developed his unique style and such a deep understanding of detail that people still to this day cannot believe that everything he drew was created on spot from his head. And it is unbelievable.